What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm that boy they call Big Tone. Thank you for tuning in. Next episode of the Chronic OGs. I got a real special guest with me tonight. Young fella. My man we call B-Dub, Bruce Wyche. So let me give y'all a little lowdown on my guy B. Bruce is the North Carolina A&T commit. Outfielder, one of the top outfielders in the game in the state of Georgia. This young man played basketball for me, and believe it or not, he was my defensive player of the year. So, multi-talented dude, great student, and as you guys know, I like to get my youth out there, make sure people know what's going on with some of our youth successes, and not just all this celebrity stuff and sports stuff and stuff like that. So, I want to welcome my guy B-Dub to the show. Thank you for tuning in, Bruce. I appreciate you, my guy. So let's get right to it, man. How you feeling?
Good.
How's you ready for school?
Yeah, I say I'm ready for college. I think I'm ready for something new. But at the same time, kind of trying to just appreciate where I'm at.
Right. How you guys looking the season coming up?
At the high school,
Yeah.
We go high school and we're gonna talk about college. So high school, we looking solid. I feel like as a team, if we can do the fundamental thing, field the ball, throw the ball, hit the situation. I feel like we'll do very well this season. Yeah, like we'll be pretty young. We only have 3 seniors, but I feel like the leadership this year, instead of a type of bossing around type mentality, because a lot of people they don't really understand what leadership is. They think leadership is to do this, listen. Mm-hmm. What it should be is you showing people how to do your coaching and stuff like that. So I believe this year, our seniors this year, which really is our leaders. Like for example, me, first day of practice, I was taking the trash out. I could have seen anybody else do that.
Right.
But before practice even started, I made sure the trash was taken care of. Make sure other teams make sure everybody had water and coolers and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. We was making sure that the field was getting ready beforehand and stuff like that. And I feel like that's leadership. I feel like that's what we lacked my sophomore and junior years.
So it's almost a leadership by example.
Yeah.
Like not almost a dictatorship. Yeah. When somebody just like, hey, do this and don't ask no questions, like it's military style.
So that's more respect.
Who's normally the dominant team in the region when it comes to baseball? I mean, I know Union Grove has a real good baseball program, but besides Union Grove, who normally wins it?
Right now, it's usually Locust Grove and Ola.
Really?
That's what it looks like. I know I want to say maybe my freshman and sophomore year, Ola won it, but I know last year, Locust
Grove. The region or the state?
The region. We're talking about region.
Right.
But I think my freshman and sophomore year, Ola won the region. And the Locust Grove last year, they had a really good team. They had a lot of seniors. And they went, I think they got to the Elite 8 last year.
Really?
And they went last year. But the way things looking now, all them seniors for Ola and Locust Grove are graduating. So if we take care of things like we're supposed to, we should.
What do you feel like your guys' strong suit is going to be?
Strong suit is really going to have to be the connection between us. It's really just going to have to be knowing each other well. Because for the most part, all the kids that's out there, they don't play together since they was 7, 8 years old. Mm-hmm. So camaraderie and stuff like that's going to play a big part.
Do y'all not have that, or do y'all have that?
No, we do.
Oh, that's okay. You speaking to y'all.
Yeah. That's what it is. Because we're not the type of team. We're not going to just overpower you. We don't got like people throwing 95 plus. We don't got that. We don't got power backs like that. From 1 to 9, but the camaraderie, the brotherhood, that's the family dynamic. That's strong.
Of the 3 seniors, are you the only one that's playing D1?
Yes, sir. No, actually, it's 5, but yeah, I'm the only D1.
That's hot, bro. So let's go back a little bit. So I know I caught you playing baseball, and playing basketball, and everybody told me you was a baseball female. So my question to you is, what other sports did you play growing up, and when did you decide, you know what, baseball gonna be my end all be all?
So growing up, the first sport I played was baseball. I played
Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah. First sport I played, like organized recreation, I apologize, baseball. But, growing up as a kid, I always wanted to play football, but my mom thought it was dangerous. But later on,
my mom, I'm sorry, my AJ's mom didn't let him play football.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but I was wanting to play football when I was younger. So I got into flag football. I think I would have been like 9 or 10 at the time, and I got into contact football around 12. So I played baseball, basketball, and football. I started basketball when I was 11 or 12 because I was sixth grade. And I also played a year of soccer. A lot of people don't know that, but for 2 years in middle school, my 7th to 8th grade year, I moved to Canada with my family. We moved to Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and then came back.
Came back my freshman year of high school.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So up in Canada is when you start playing soccer?
I played for a year. I was not good at all.
But soccer's a great sport for all sports, bro. If I had to go back again, I would tell all the kids that I train in basketball, especially if I get them at a young age, like I would tell their parents, hey, stick them in soccer. I don't care how good or bad they are. But every sport, except for maybe swimming or golf, you need good football. You know what I mean? Good stability and stuff like that. So let me ask you this question. Your high school career, how do you think has it met your expectations? Do you think you've fallen short in some areas, or do you think you've exceeded your expectations thus far?
I feel like I just feel like things are aligning how they should. The only thing that I wish wouldn't have happened was my freshman year. I broke my leg week before tryout playing basketball. I think I told you.
Yeah, you told me that.
So when I was 6th, 7th grade, I was telling myself I was going to play varsity as a freshman, and that's what it was looking like. Yeah, I was on pace to do that, play varsity as a freshman, not only be on the team but actually get people.
Right. Get some reps.
Yeah, but I broke my leg the year before, and that's kind of the only thing that's with me is kind of like, dang, like what if I would have been healthy through that?
But stuff happens for a reason. Look where you land. I mean, you're going to a prestigious historical black college, university. You're going there on scholarship, and people know. At least people in the baseball community up there are going to know. Oh, this the guy they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it everything kind of aligns for a reason, like you said. Any NIL deals yet?
Not officially, not like that. Through social media, there's a couple brands here or there. They might offer 15% commission. That's off of my name, so like,
right.
They really want to make the money off of me.
Do y'all have an NIL department at A&T? Somebody handles that?
We do. I actually have email and contact information for the guy who runs that type of stuff. But I wanted to get with him, like you said something.
Right. Yeah, start that, man. If they're giving it out, you know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't got to sacrifice yourself, make it work. Why A&T?
So for me, I remember on the BLM movement when I was like a lot bigger. What was that, 2020?
Yeah, right around the George Floyd.
Yeah, so when that was going on, that's right when I had first got into social media and stuff like that. So everything was on. Yeah, that type of stuff it was very loud. What was going on. So with me, understanding all that's going on in the world, everybody kind of knows that, for the most part, African American people in this country are treated a little different. But kind of just seeing it in our world today,
right?
That made me think like, I want to do something to support my people with what I had. Right, when I had at the time was really baseball because it was just baseball. And I know that I told myself at the time I wanted to go to HBCU, and out of all the HBCUs, NC A&T is the best.
Yeah, A&T is one. I mean, shout out to Maryland Eastern Shore, but N&T is one of the guys. I'm sorry, I had to let that in there. I know one day you and I talked about your draft prospect. One day we were sitting at a baseball game. Tell me how that's coming along.
I apologize. So as of right now, the two teams who are most interested in me are the Braves, Atlanta Braves, and the St. Louis Cardinals. There's not a lot of back and forth between the teams, but the Atlanta Braves, since they're like part of Atlanta, and a lot of the baseball that I play is connected and works through them. Like I'm a big scout by them. And St. Louis Cardinals, they said what's called a prospect making. It's like it's like a form, just a bunch of information they ask you. Have you ever been hurt before? Injuries? How many siblings you have? They ask you what sports you played. They ask you the hospital you were born in, stuff like that. Just a lot of stuff. Where your parents went to school, all that stuff. So it was.
Yeah, I think, man, people investing their money in you, they're going to want to know all that background information, especially with the way you're finding out so much stuff about people later on. You know, the more they do their homework now, the better. What do you think so there was, I'm not sure if you noticed, I did a little research. There's about 8 to 10 players in the history of baseball that made it to the show from HBCU. 3 were drafted. 3 players were drafted. They in the minor leagues. Were drafted last year. One of them from your school, Xavier Beecham, right? Have you had any conversations with him yet?
No, not personally. We're like mutuals through social media.
Now, is he still in school or is he graduated? He's gone.
Pretty sure. I think he did 4 years there.
Okay.
He's in Monterey.
Do they have a situation where does that baseball coach have any connections with people in that minor league systems and stuff like that?
From what I understand, yes, sir. He told me that he does, and I forget where else he coached at, but he's had a pretty successful career, and he's had a bunch of scouts contacting him about they call him Meach out there. That's the thing they call about Meach. And that conference isn't a slouch. I think the thing is, NCAT was in the MEAC for such a long time, and that's supposed to be the worst conference in baseball. Now they're in the CAA. So.
Oh yeah, they did move. That's right.
Yeah, and that was a big thing for me, committed, because I want to just the way things just align. The thought of going to a HBCU where I can be myself on and off the field and stuff like that.
Right.
And then not only that, but they're in a very competitive conference. So things kind of align, just how they're supposed to be.
Have they talked to you about what your role is going to be next season? Oh, when you get there, because keep in mind, people, he still got one more. He still got his senior season. I'm gonna go over some of these stats in a minute, but he still got his senior season to add to this.
So I mean, for the people who know me, visually, you can see like I'm a bigger guy. At about 5'10", 5'11", 205 pounds. So I'm a bigger guy. So
that's tailback, bro. That's tailback. Excuse me. What do you think is your greatest aspect of your game?
My back. That's what's gonna take me far. My glove, my defense, speed is very underrated. Because I've worked so hard. Because it was said that I had MLB potential with the bat, but I'm without a position. So the last year I worked very hard to make it known that I could play defense too.
Are you going to play predominantly right field, or you want to just they're going to platoon you from different spots. Can you play all three sides? I mean, all three positions out there?
I can play all three positions. The reason I have me in right field is because I have a pretty good arm too.
Go ahead and say it, bro. You got a hose. So I want to go over some of these stats. So last season you had 102 at bats, batted .412, on base percentage 508, slugging percentage 598, 36 RBIs, 29 stolen bases. How many did you take out?
I only had one run last year, but I'm to do one field.
Or do y'all? What field? What's the dimensions, y'all?
The home field is 405, dead center.
That's yours?
330.
So what can you do to improve that besides the weight room?
I mean,
because you know people gonna want their right fielder to be able to.
Yeah. So besides lifting, I mean, just being more consistent with the barrel, like not missing any pitches, because not missing.
What's the pitch you have the problems most with? Off speed.
Curveball. I had a curveball slider. Well, I say the
Change up bothers you.
And I wouldn't say it's a problem because the change up. People say change up is the hardest pitch to throw because if you don't throw it the right way, it's just a floating fastball. And even sometimes when you throw it the right way, it's a ball. So I don't think that the change up being the most difficult pitch to hit for me, I don't think that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And I still adjust well to it. I'd say that's the pitch I have the most.
So you got your brother here, Dwayne. One of the things that's always important to me is a young man's or woman's family and support system. And I've met your parents. I've had a couple conversations with your dad. Your mom's a sweetheart. Tell me about your support system.
I say I'm very lucky. So I was born in Iowa, Florida.
Okay.
Down there in Broward County, and just every once in a while we'll go back down there and you kind of see the lives that my parents and my cousins and whatnot, how they live. It's so much different. My dad did a very good job of being present, and just showing us what it should look like to raise a family, to work hard, to be a leader, to put God first.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just you said that was very important. So I just think my parents do a very good job. Like, very appreciative for that. Because, I'll go out, talk to friends and whatnot, and they talk about, some people, their dad isn't present, mom isn't present. Mm-hmm. They go to this and that at the house, we got there's abusive behavior and stuff like that. I didn't have to experience that. Mm-hmm. So the way I was raised, I grew up like, none of my problems started at the house. My problems were going on in the world. This is different. You had to do this way, stuff like that.
Do you, how often you go back down to Florida?
We'd like to go 2 to 3 times a year, but the last couple of years, things been like maybe once or twice. Last 2.
But you play a lot of baseball down there.
Yeah, but it's different. The schedules, when I go down, my schedule is full. It's, we go down there, we might see them, or they might come to my games and whatnot. But, the schedule's not like a vacation. Strictly baseball.
Is your brother going to A&T too?
He's still deciding what he wants to do with college right now. Might come with my state.
What do you want him? You want him to come college?
I think he'll do it.
Hey, I'm just gonna tell y'all, man. HBCU campus is different. It's different. So just understand that. In a good way, it's different. I'm here to tell you. I got one other question, and then I want you to do something for me. So, my last question is the state of MLB right now. How do you feel about it? Overall, from its pitching up or down, it's hitting up and down. Are they They're making the balls go fast or farther. Like, tell me what you feel the state of baseball is right now.
So I feel like, to me, I feel like on the field, for the most part, baseball is baseball. So, with them juicing the balls and whatnot, with them juicing the balls and whatnot, like, that really doesn't. I don't really have much of an opinion on that. I actually like it. I don't pitch, so if I hit the ball well, I want it to go out.
Right.
And I'll fill up the seats or whatnot. So that's one of them for us. But I feel like off the field, the business part, that's the tough part. I think that's what's going to be. As I get older, going to college and playing professional. God, Lord, whether you play professionally.
Oh, you going to?
I appreciate it. I feel like it's coming to terms with the fact that at the end of the day, it's a business. You playing.
Sports is with people. We play sports for fun.
Yeah.
Y'all play sports. It's a business. What are you gonna major in?
Right now, it's looking like computer science and marketing.
And by chance, if the baseball thing don't work out, what do you plan on doing with that?
With the degree?
Yeah.
Computer science. I mean, I feel like with a computer science degree, yes, I feel like that field is so wide. Everything's on the computer, everything's on the phone. So I like the idea of working from home, whatever I can do from home. Because like my dad does, I want to be able to support my family, be there for the person. So I feel like that would kind of help that.
So I think most of the kids I'm probably going to talk to are probably not going to be playing baseball. Baseball is my favorite sport to play.
Yeah.
I just wasn't good at it. But what I'd like for you to do is just take a couple minutes, and for all the little Bruce Wyches out there, maybe it's more prevalent here in the Atlanta area, but as far as like across the country, all the little African American Bruce Wyches out there that want to play baseball, right? I can give them 1,000 messages when it comes to basketball. And probably 950 of them will probably work. But my question, what I like for you to do is just take 2 or 3 minutes and talk to all the little Bruce Wyches out there and talk to them about your journey and what they need to do to get to your point, whether it's an HBCU, whether it's a junior college, whether it's Stanford, whatever. I don't see a lot of African American kids getting offered and accepting baseball scholarships just because I'm a basketball guy. So take a couple minutes and talk to those little kids out there, and because someone is going to see this. I got a couple buddies out west that coach baseball, and of course I'm gonna share it with them. So somebody's going to see, okay, he can do it. So I want to know if you could take a couple minutes and talk to those kids out there.
So I feel like as you continue to get older, the biggest thing is having fun and playing your game. But I feel like something that is equally as important is being humble. That's something that I'm working on.
I've never known you not to be humble. Yeah, I've been knowing you. If you know me personally, 4 years now.
You know me personally. Sometimes, I'm saying, I let my pride get away with that. That's just something as a young man I'm just trying to work on. But I feel like, cause baseball going to home at some point. Cause as a kid, for the most part, growing up, I in Georgia in the Southeast, I've seen a lot of kids that look like me playing the sport.
Right.
So when it comes to hitting the ball, throwing the ball, running the ball down, catching them off, stuff like that, We do very well, but you know, when we get older, they start flipping the ball, they start changing their speed and and whatnot. Sometimes we have a problem with that. So I feel like if game itself is going to humble you, and being humble is not something that everyone struggles with. It's not something that everyone struggles with. You said advice to a little bit like that there. I don't want to say nothing.
Don't worry about it. I can edit anything. So take the time. And I thought I turned my phone down.
Yeah. So yeah, and I would say everybody's path is different. Everyone's path is different. The ideal thing to do, what everyone wants to do is, you know, early in their high school career, commit to D1 school later on, keep handling business, get drafted first round, make millions of dollars or whatnot. Something that my dad told me, he said, he said, what's 2 plus 2? I said 4. He said, what's 3 plus 1? So 4. What's 5 minus 1? 4. So like in life, there's so many different ways to get to the same spot. Mm-hmm. Everybody's path is different. Everybody's journey is different. And you have to understand that. You have to be okay with that. You have to be content with that. Because if you're not, you're just gonna be running in circles.
So you're saying that don't worry about John's journey. Enjoy yours and embrace yours.
Thankful, be grateful, appreciate the struggle and stuff like that. So thanks for all that stuff.
So I have an additional question. I know you got to go, but I got an additional question. How do you handle adversity? Whether it's on the diamond or off. What's your approach to handling adversity as a high school senior, a D1 college athlete commit? There's going to be additional pressures coming and additional adversity versus the standard high school kid that's going to go to college and his parents are going to pay for whatever. How do you handle adversity when it comes to that?
So what I do, I don't. Like when I'm stressed out, I don't think straight. So if there's adversity, I try to slow down, try to process things, and just focus on what I can take care of right then and there. Because there's different types of adversity, whether it's the pressures of what may come, the pressures of right now, whether there's something dramatic happening or whatever. I feel like for the most part with me, if I slow things down and just process things, I can work with it. That's on the field, off the field, in the classroom. But I want to slow down and process things.
Well, you ain't having no problems in the classroom. I already know better than that. I am a little disappointed that GPA dropped from 4.0 when you was playing. I think that was the coach in me. When you was playing for me, you was 4.0. You left me, now you went to 3.8. I told you not to leave. It's my defensive player of the year. So, hey, man, look. You know how I feel about you. I love you to death. I will be up there to see you play. You know I will. Just make sure you save my tickets when you make it to the show. I want right behind third base line, but make sure it's a net right there because I'm not quick as I used to be with the reflexes. Man, you got a wonderful family. You got a wonderful future ahead of you. I'm so proud to say I've coached you and you've made me a better coach. Trust me, and I appreciate you. And I love you, B-Dub. And we're going to do this again. Once you get into college, I'll come up there and we'll do this again. You know what to do if you need anything. And go make it happen, man. Go make it happen. Thank you for coming through. Everybody, this is my guy, Bruce Wyche. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Chronicle G's podcast. I'm Big Tone. I'm out.